if, like, how many times has Curry beat Bron in the finals?
3.
Again, no, how many times?
No,
3.
Just answer the question.
All right, welcome back to another After Dark, everyone. Hope you all are having a good night so far. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. So I had a couple of requests to check out this SxADk video here, and it's titled NBA Legends Pick Curry over LeBron. Well, it's about freaking time now, isn't it? I guess this is the day of, like, everybody is catching up, because earlier today we had that video from Thinking Basketball, and that was all about, like, him calling out the offenses getting away with basically murder out there these days, and that's something I and many of you have been calling out for a long time. And also, I've been saying it for quite a long time too. About 3 years I've been saying I've got Curry over LeBron, and some people think I'm crazy, but they got the same amount of rings. Steph's got it in less time. Steph actually changed the game. Like, Steph is the one who's, like, influencing young people to play basketball. It ain't LeBron. And most importantly, if there was a tiebreaker between them, Steph has 3 championships. Well, okay, out of the 4 times that they faced in the finals, Steph won 3 out of the 4 of those. So you can't win 1 out of 4 in a battle head-to-head and say it just doesn't work that way, guys. So anyways, I guess according to this video, NBA legends are going to start to agree. So let's see what this is, guys. I know you all know who SxADk is, but either way, link is down below in the description if you want to check out his channel. Obviously, highly recommend it. And I think that's it. Let's get into this video. I'm curious about it. Guys, like the video if you could. Hit that hype button if you could. All that stuff helps. And also, super shout out to members. I appreciate you guys. All right. Happy holidays. Let's do this.
Well, we have another budding debate percolating around the interwebs, and all of the various hot takers have their hooks, lines, and sinkers into this one. Obviously, the mass media would have you believe that LeBron James passed everybody else in NBA history other than maybe Michael Jordan a very long time ago, though I have been pushing back on that claim.
Yo, sorry to do this. Hold on. These shoes, I had these back in the day. I want them again. How the hell do I get my hands on these? Like a legit pair of these? Anybody know? Please let me know in the comments. I had these in middle school, man. I don't know what happened to them. I lost them somewhere in a move.
Very long time ago, though I've been pushing back on that claim for years on my own platform right now.
Yeah, me too.
In fact, I will put my favorite Kobe Bryant picked by the players video at the end of this one, because quite frankly, the authorities that should know best, the players, the peers of Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, routinely have always picked and continue to pick Kobe Bryant over LeBron James. The most recent example of this was Carmelo Anthony, who went on a podcast and was talking in the perspective of Steph Curry, saying that if Carmelo were Steph Curry, he would think that Jordan and Kobe were above him, and then nobody else ever in NBA history.
Right? Think about what Steph said. Probably, I don't know. It probably sits from. It's Mike, it's Cole, and then it's me.
And of course, you know that conversation.
So in the perspective of Steph Curry, absolutely, that's how I would think about it.
Honed in on LeBron James, but as Carmelo Anthony explained, again, he's putting only Jordan and Kobe above Curry. If Melo were Curry, even he would stipulate that Steph Curry thinks that he is above LeBron James for good reason, according to Melo.
He's not going to put Bron over himself.
See?
But he has every legitimate argument.
So this is actually pretty crazy. 4 years.
I agree. And I remember a lot of people getting mad at Steph because they asked him, like, who's the best point guard ever or whatever. And he was like, me. And a lot of people got mad because they're like, what about Magic? But you got to remember, like, that's not from the perspective of a fan. That's his own perspective, you know? And I can't fault the guy for saying it like that, you know? But he can also back it up. Who do I think the best point guard of all time is? Magic Johnson. But I'm not Steph Curry.
The mass sports media and various know-nothing LeBron jock-sniffing, bootlicking stooges were just regurgitating and parroting their various clutch sports talking points on why LeBron James had jumped everybody else, maybe even including Michael Jordan, yet every single time a great former player that played within the era of Kobe and LeBron got in front of a hot mic, they all unanimously seemed to put Kobe Bryant above LeBron James. But now it seems...
This is why I love SxADk, man. He's the most hardcore Kobe Bryant fan I've ever known. But also, I gotta be honest. The SxADk, me watching SxADk videos is really the main reason that I mean, it started out as a joke, you guys. Not like a joke, but like, what the hell? Let's just do this for fun kind of thing. I started my channel because of him. And because I was like, he's calling out the BS with LeBron James and, you know, how everyone's got him at 1 or 2 and everyone's forgetting about Kobe. And I'm like, you know what? I want to amplify this voice. So my very first reaction video was of SxADk, and look where we are now, guys, almost at 100K. Thank you all very much. Thank you all very much. Sorry, I know there's a side tangent, but well, how the hell did we get here?
As if this moving trend is going to be that several great players are now going on record saying that Steph Curry is also above LeBron James, because Paul Pierce, the truth, went on another podcast, the No Fouls Given pod. He, Danny Green, and some moderator that I have no idea who or what his name is, were talking about these exact quotes from Carmelo Anthony and Danny Green, to no one's surprise, who was likely cashing those clutch sports checks, who played with LeBron James and won a championship with him in the 2019-2020 season in the ridiculous bubble tournament for the COVID-shortened season. Well, he was kind of sticking up for LeBron James in this conversation, but Paul Pierce was having none of it. He kept giving pushback on whatever points were presented by the moderator or Green.
You know, like, how many times has Curry beat Bron in the finals?
3.
Again, no, how many times? No,
3.
Just answer the question.
He beat him.
His most notable
I love that. He's like, just stop it. Just answer the question. It's an easy question. 3
points being that Steph Curry beat LeBron James head-to-head in 3 NBA Finals.
Beat him 3 times.
Bro,
what do you want? Why would I feel like that?
And also...
And I mean, the next one after Curry, guys, has to be Duncan. That it has to be talked about. You know, you all know me well enough. I got a lot of people over LeBron in my all-time list, but everyone else is slow to catch up. So what, after Steph, it's obvious. Beat him 3-1. And after that, it's got to be Duncan. 5 championships. Like, not only 5 championships, but if you go the head-to-head between LeBron and Tim Duncan in the NBA Finals, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm 99.9% sure Tim Duncan beat LeBron twice, once as a Cav and the other time in Miami, and LeBron beat him once, and that was the 1 year in Miami, 2013. So he owns that tiebreaker as well, you guys.
That Steph Curry won a unanimous league MVP within the LeBron James era, and Paul Pierce's argument was that no players were winning such unanimous awards in the Michael Jordan era.
That's what I'm saying.
The man has an unanimous MVP while Bron was in his prime.
Oh, I get what he's saying. Yeah, how can you get a unanimous MVP while LeBron is in his prime? What does that equate to? That means LeBron got 0 votes. There isn't a single season ever, I don't think, that exists that Michael Jordan didn't get at least some votes for MVP every year.
Okay.
Like Bron can't get.
Bron has 4 of them.
He can't get 1 vote.
And see, this is what I'm talking about now. This is what we need more of. See, hopefully we can reignite the Kobe-LeBron debate. And now, potentially, why not just throw some wood on the fire and ignite this Steph Curry-LeBron James debate? What we need to do is normalize LeBron versus others except for
Yes,
Michael Jordan.
I agree.
See, this was my biggest pet peeve about LeBron James and the whole GOAT discussion. He somehow got over Michael Jordan in some people's eyes, but he never even got past players and contemporaries within his own era. I personally don't believe he ever cleared Kobe Bryant, and now we have people coming out on record stating that he never really comfortably cleared Steph Curry. Now, of course, if you look at the longevity counting metrics, LeBron James trumps not just Kobe and Curry and those, but every player in NBA history. But I guess the crux of the conversation really focuses on this. Do you really care about who played the longest?
Nope.
Or who has accrued the most counting stats? Or do you care about who was more impactful and more dominant in their peak against other all-time great players that were playing against them at those times?
Dude, in any sport ever in the history of everything, no one's ever celebrated the person who's just there. They celebrate the person who's kicking ass, okay? That's who's remembered. They don't remember the person who just keeps, he just won't go away. You know, like that's not how it works. That's not how we do like the greatest of all time. If you want to give a longevity award to somebody, go ahead and give it to LeBron, but we better like investigate his blood before we give that to him. But fine, if he's clean and there's no PEDs or anything like that, and it's clean and everyone was wrong about it, fine, give him that award. But that does not make you the greatest basketball player of all time. Not even close. That's not how this works in any sport.
Dominated their era more comfortably. LeBron James has 4 championships in 23 years and counting now, despite gallivanting all over the NBA, teaming up with other great players within his era to get as many cheap and easy championships as is possible. And yet, despite setting up ideal conditions for himself, playing at an extraordinarily high level and a sustained peak, he still has only managed to win 4 NBA championships. Steph Curry has that same number of titles, again, with LeBron James seemingly acting as the gatekeeper into getting those championships. Curry went head-to-head against LeBron 4 times and beat him 3 out of the 4 times they matched up.
And also, Steph Curry did it with one team, a.k.a. he never ring chased 1 second of his life. And I know I've said this, and then I know there's a couple of you right now who are starting to type in the comments and go, well, what about KD? You know, KD went to Steph. That's what happens with greatness. People come to you, to your team. That was Steph's team. If Steph would have gone to OKC, then we'd call Steph a ring chaser. Like, let's be real, KD's a ring chaser too. But Steph never has gone out, even when he could have. And he could right now. Like, really. And he could have, like, 2020 and 2021. He could have ditched and tried to go the easy route and join any super team. Anybody would take Steph Curry. But he decided to stay home, stay with his team, and rebuild. That's a real champion. That's a real king.
This really is an apples-to-apples comparison.
Because kings don't abandon their kingdom when things get tough. And that's the irony of LeBron James calling himself the king. What kind of king just abandons their castle every couple of years and joins someone else's castle that they already built? You know, let me just come over to your castle for a couple of years. Thanks for building it. Like, that ain't a king.
It's not like Steph Curry had markedly better supporting casts than did LeBron James. Both of these guys teamed up with a top 3 current peer in the NBA. LeBron did it with Dwayne Wade, and Steph Curry did it with Kevin Durant. They both won 2 of their 4 rings within those ideal situations and those stacked super teams. They then won 2 other championships, and I would argue that they basically stack up more favorably for Steph Curry. Basically, looking at Steph's 2 non-KD rings, I would say that those rosters more closely mirror the Cleveland Cavaliers roster that LeBron James won his 3rd ring with. And then, quite frankly, I think the LA Laker team that LeBron won his 4th title with when Anthony Davis was a top 5 league-wide player. And yes, make no mistakes, he undeniably was that season in 2019-2020 when AD was first team All-NBA defense, finished 6th in league MVP voting, finished second in Defensive Player of the Year voting, and actually led the Lakers in various statistical categories in that playoff run, including win shares and points. So I would actually argue that Steph...
Real quick, it's been the most disappointing thing about Anthony Davis, because I know he was a Laker and all that stuff with LeBron, but talent is talent. And yeah, I first really started paying attention to him in 2019. This guy is amazing. But when he's healthy, he is absolutely phenomenal. But it's so sad he cannot stay healthy. He just can't stay healthy, so he's unreliable. But I tell you, man, if he could be one of the all-time great big men. I see the talent, his rebounding, his defense, his scoring under the basket. He can stretch it out if he needs to three ball. He's got it all, except for health.
Had maybe less help than LeBron.
Sorry, let me back that up.
Points. So I would actually argue that Steph had maybe less help than LeBron James had throughout the course of his career.
I think so.
To get to his 4 rings, and again, one more head-to-head against LeBron. See, this is the kind of conversation we need to start having and get away from the LeBron James, Michael Jordan conversation, because it isn't close. LeBron never got anywhere close to Michael Jordan, and it looks like at least a select few of the all-time great players that have played over the last 25 to 30 years are now becoming courageous enough to come out and get on the record and state as much. And speaking of which, again, guys, if you want to take a look at what several all-time great players have to say about the Kobe Bryant inclusion into the GO case, or Kobe Bryant head-to-head against LeBron James, you can click this video right now. It's one of my older videos and one of my still more favorite videos on this platform. So check it out if you want. And guys, please, as always, make sure that you are subscribed to stay up to date with more from me. Until next time, guys.
Nice. I think I did a reaction to that video a long time ago, too. Okay, so yeah, okay, so it looks like the GOAT debate's over. That's the good news, is because this was ridiculous to begin with. But I have noticed this year that even a lot of mainstream people are starting to just kind of give it up. Like, you know, it's time. It's time for people to give this up. So we don't have him being compared to Jordan anymore. Great start. And now it's going to be a thing where a lot of people are finally coming out and saying Kobe's better too. So that puts LeBron at 3. Now we got people saying that Steph is greater than LeBron, so that would put LeBron at 4. And then, I'm sorry, you guys, how do we not talk about Magic Johnson? Magic Johnson, 5 rings, 1 team, and what did he do it in 12 years? Was it 12 years or 13 seasons? And I'm not going to count that thing. Oh, no, screw it. Count the thing he did in like 90, 95, 96 or whatever that was. So, yeah, make it 12 or 13 seasons. I don't care. It's way less than 23, and he's got 1 more championship. And then we got Tim Duncan. We've got to throw in there. And guys, there's other players too, but like, that's a good start. So, yeah, keep the Kobe discussion going. Keep the Steph Curry discussion going. I'm ahead of the game when it comes to the Tim Duncan one, apparently. But, you know, give it a year and everybody else will probably catch up, you guys, and just remember what that does. You know, I've been spouting this and shouting it for a while now. I'll be ready to go when we get there too. But Steph Curry, absolutely. And the cool thing about Steph is his career's not over yet. I mean, I don't foresee them winning anything this season, but if he can get 1 more ring under his belt, what are you going to say then? You know, what the hell do you say then if he's got 5? But then again, you guys, that puts Magic Johnson in that same position. And it's not even a what if, it's a reality. So this is what I've been talking about for a while, you guys, that I think, you know, once he retires, he's going to find himself below the top 5 in the majority of the people's eyes. It's going to take a little bit of time because right now he has full control of the media. So people are brainwashed. But once that ends, people are going to sober up and start thinking for themselves again and remembering all the great players of all time. And he's not doing himself any favors right now by still playing. In my opinion, he's making it worse. This whole longevity thing is making it way worse. So You know, but whatever. I still do believe 100% that once it's all said and done for, this whole like him being 1 or 2 thing, it's not going to exist. So LeBron fans, enjoy it while you have it. But you're living a facade, so you might as well just sober up now. You know, wake up. Anyways, I'm out of here, guys. Go check out SxADk's channel. Link is down below. I'm out of here. So like the video if you could. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And most importantly, is to be water, my friends.